So let's listen real fast. Hello, welcome to this introduction to editing audio in Adobe Audition. If this was a podcast and I wanted to remove sounds, this is how I would do it. So for this example, there's a lot of pausing. I'll get rid of that. And I wanted to remove sounds. There's a long gap between that. I'll remove it. So now my recording's a lot shorter than it originally was, but there's still the problem of noise. So before I do that, let me undo this real fast. A good idea when you're recording is to record some empty space, 20 to 30 seconds worth if you want to do that. Just enough so Adobe Audition or any DAW system you're using, really, if they have this option, has something to learn from. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this room noise. So it may not be obvious now, so I'm going to loop play this. I'm just going to boost up the gain. I'll keep boosting it up. You'll hear this room noise. There's noise there. And it adds to the overall volume of your recording. So we want it to be as clean as we can get it. So what I'll do next is I'll make my selection of my noise. Under this effects tab at the very top, I'm going to go to noise removal and restoration. And I'm going to click capture noise print. The shortcut is Shift and P. So you saw really briefly something loaded. So what it did was train Adobe Audition to understand, hey, this is a troublesome noise. I want to remove this. So use this as your reference. So we'll go back to effects, amplitude and compression, or sorry, noise reduction and restoration. And under noise reduction and process, now we have the option to remove that noise. So this is the audio profile. Actually, it was a lot lower than that. So if I bring these back down to their original state, the audio profile was way down here. This is the noise that it learned from. So if I crank these up to the max, by bringing this bar up here, these little lines, I can fine tune specific areas. So you may have more noise in the high end of your frequencies. You may have more in the low end. So it all is to taste. Right now, I'm just going to exaggerate it to its max, and I will say apply. I wanted to remove sounds. So now there is no noise. So see the before and after. The audio waveform actually got a little smaller because it removed the noise from all of my recording. So this is helpful to have that sample at the very beginning if you have a very long podcast and you can apply it to all of your recording. But do this to taste because, again, this is destructive editing. So before I get any further with this and what I would do next to remove room noise, let's dive over to the multi-track view.